Everybody in Ethiopia that we came across spoke English.
Right.
Literally everybody.
Right.
We used Google Translate 0 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exaggerating. That's really convenient because if you look at the script or the characters of Ethiopian language, totally unfamiliar.
Right.
Would be hard to recognize signs. Maybe you could memorize like toilet or exit, but to read that font would be almost impossible. And so the fact that everybody spoke English was super convenient, and they're very humble people who say, "Oh, my English is not very good," and then they proceed to speak very good English. So it was super easy to get around. Now, number 2, and I don't know how big of a factor this is, but we were there during the African Union Summit, meaning most, if not all, of the African presidents were in Addis Ababa, same time as us.
Right.
The one negative, which is very minor, is traffic was crazy.
Right.
Because armed police would just walk into the street and say, roads closed for the next 3 hours as presidential motorcades went down. But the good side was so clean. Couldn't believe how clean and organized it was. We saw armed military like everywhere. And probably the armed military are only there for African Summit, but in between armed military, tons of security.
Right.
Stores have security. Our apartment had 2 security guards. Sometimes streets or even like intersections have security. So it seemed overwhelmingly safe and clean. I guess they have something called the Corridor Project, which is making everything more green and more safe and walkable and bike lanes and everything. It was so advanced and modern, I couldn't believe it. Very respectable people all around.
Right.
I guess they're still building towards the future. They're sort of in the process right now.
Yeah.
But wow, green parks on every street corner. And some of them are huge and very elaborate. Not to mention, we saw exactly one person who was, I think, on drugs or drunk or something. Do you remember? He was yelling at us, "I love you, I love you." And we were like trying to scurry away. And then a bunch of nice, friendly local people kind of went in between us and him. But my point is, if you went to my hometown of Toronto, and I have been a little bit too hard on my place. It's not such a bad place, Toronto. But if you went to Toronto right now and walked around every day, you would see way more than one person
Right.
who's out of their mind. So my point is very respectable and clean. I don't know how much the African Summit affects that, but probably 50 times in the videos we were like, this is Ethiopia, wow. So respectable everywhere you go. Really, really nice. Now, number 3, and this is a bit of a sneak peek of our next upcoming video. I might even show you some footage of the upcoming video. We did some more traditional tourist stuff, including eating local traditional food. We actually went to a place where they had dinner and a show, so they were doing some really cool dancing, hair whipping and everything. It was a very nice experience, but I'm just being honest. Ethiopian food destroyed me. If I go back to Ethiopia, which I think we will because the response was so good, I can't eat Ethiopian food. I'm on antibiotics right now.